Chicken breast, the most temperamental nourishment man has ever known. When cooked too little, you get salmonella. Cooked too much, you end up having to choke down sawdust. But is it still salvageable? Just exactly how much drier can it get? How much heat can a chicken take before it simply gives up and stops being tough? In an effort to understand the limits of chicken breast, these are the questions we strive to answer in today's video. So let's find out how far we can cook it and still consider it food. Welcome back to Unsupervised. According to the food safety website, the legal temperature to consume poultry is at a cool 165 degrees. Now that's boneless and bone-in. So the next time somebody asks you, hey Tom, how do you like your chicken? You say 165. Coincidentally, this is also our baseline. It's important to note that we aren't making charcoal here. Simply forgetting our chicken in the pan won't get us the answer that we want. No. We're trying to find out how dry chicken can be, and whether or not there's hope for all the cases of dry chicken out there. You might be familiar with the chicken graph. Take a look at Exhibit A. The graph starts off with chicken sashimi on the left. As you increase in time and temperature, you reach a standard dried chicken relatively quickly. What we want to know is if there's a magical zone after that makes chicken delicious again. There are plenty of methods to cook chicken. Our method will be simple: boiling. You could be asking,
why don't you just steam them? It tastes better and it's more nutritious.
Yes, you could ask that. We'll be cooking 3 chicken breasts because that's just how much I have left to eat in the fridge. Our control being the one cooked to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the least amount of cooking we can afford and still consider it safe to eat. This is a moisture meter, commonly used to identify moisture buildup in wood. We're gonna use it for our chicken. To take a reading, you simply pierce the surface of the chicken, and the readout gives us a moisture content percentage that will tell us how dry our chicken is.
If you look at this, it goes from 0 to 60%. We stab it, it goes immediately to 100.
Tastes pretty good though. Currently, this is the moisture percentage of our controlled chicken. Quite moist indeed.
So the problem we usually run into is overcooking our chicken. It's hard to hit that 165 mark, and even if you decide to microwave it the next day, you can forget about it being good.
After doubling the amount of cooking time for that second piece of chicken, it certainly looks drier than before. As you can see, most of the water is already gone. We're currently at a temperature around 180 degrees and a moisture content around like 40 to 50%, which is half than what we initially had, which kind of matches our expectation. Clearly the inside of it is still moist. As you can see, sometimes when I stab it in completely, it still measures at 100% moisture, but the outside of it is certainly dry. Seems like the more we boil it, the drier it becomes. You'd probably expect the chicken to be moist since it's surrounded in water,
but the heat is forcing the proteins to squeeze all the moisture out, kind of like the sponge.
which begs the question, what happens if you squeeze harder? This is a food dehydrator used to make preserved vegetables, fruit, jerky, and whatnot. We're gonna place our chicken in here. I'm just gonna be cutting the chicken into slices so it fits in the dehydrator for further processing. As you can see from the texture of our chicken, it is certainly dry. After I figured out how to use a dehydrator, I placed slices of chicken on the tray, making sure there's enough space in between them so they can dehydrate.
So here is what we have. And then let's turn it on.
So this is what it looks like after like 30-40 minutes, and it's actually really good. It's like really crunchy. Listen, delicious, like a jerky. We've made chicken breast jerky, which is a massive improvement. I mean, at least I'm expecting it to be dry. It's also crunchy, which makes it like way better.
We're around 2 hours in. As you can see, most of the chicken's already dry. If we take our moisture meter, it's I don't even think it's registering. Nope. How about this one? Oh, this one's like 0.5%, 0.2%. Okay. They're all pretty much like breaking apart and turning to dust.
I just made protein powder. And
another note, have you seen my tube of egg video yet?